All right. Anyway, someone's got the stream up.
No.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20,
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You can hear us clean, both of us? Okay.
Number 10, Quinn Simmons. Number 14, Sarah Mullen. Number 25, Bianca Commando. All right, with that being said, let's get to the Oxford seniors. First up, we have Kate Klein, guard, escorted by her dad James and her mom Beth. Kate has been playing basketball for 10 years and also plays volleyball and is a part of the National Honor Society.
What do you think, Dalton?
Her future plans are to attend Grove City College to play basketball and major in exercise science in hopes to become a physical therapist. Her favorite memory is having to play 4-on-4 against Great Valley because Simone got a bloody nose. The accomplishment she's most proud of is making it to playoffs her sophomore year. And advice to future players is showing up and putting in the hard work because it always pays off the end. She would like to thank her parents for always encouraging her to work hard and her teammates for helping her have such a great 4 years. Next senior, Kaya Patterson, guard. She's escorted by her dad Mark, her mom Sherry, her brothers Mark, Jake, and Cole, and her sister Nayland. She has played basketball for 12 years and AAU for 4 years. Her future plans are to attend a 4-year university and get her degree in nursing. She plans to eventually become a CRNA. Her favorite memory is all the Bravos trips and making it to playoffs her sophomore year. The accomplishment she's most proud of is being a starter all 4 varsity years. Advice for future players is don't take anything for granted, it won't last forever. She would like to thank her parents for their endless support and love, along with all the rides to practices and games. Our next senior is number 31, Jordan Eshelman, escorted by her mom Katie and her dad Jason. Extracurriculars include basketball, track, marching band, and tri-am. Her future plans are to go on to a 4-year university majoring in biochemistry with hopes to go to a PA school. Her favorite memory is sitting on the bench with her sister every game her freshman year. The accomplishment she's most proud of is getting a Chestmont honorable mention. Advice for the future is rock the goggles without shame and don't break your teammate's nose. She would like to thank her parents for their support and her sisters for being her lifelong teammates on and off the court. Our last senior is number 5, Gianna Ferraria. She is escorted by her mom Stacy, her dad Joe, and her sister Cecilia. Gianna played basketball for 12 years and she's played AAU for 7. Gianna is attending Coastal Carolina University to study marketing. She also plans to join the club basketball team. Her favorite memory overall is just hanging out and playing with Kate, Kaya, and Jordan every day for the past 4 seasons. They have made her high school seasons unforgettable. Accomplishments she's most proud of are becoming a captain her junior and senior year, along with playing every second of some games without being taken out. Advice for the future players is don't forget your uniform or you will run at practice. Also, don't let your teammate fracture your nose because it will be crooked forever. She'd like to shout out Simone for listening to the same playlist every time they were in the car. She wants to thank her parents for their support, along with her neighbor Todd, who was her first coach.
Yes.
district and PIA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship. Actions or language meant to demean contestants, teams, spectators, and officials are not in the highest ideals of interscholastic education and will not be tolerated. Let today's contest reflect mutual respect. We request for cooperation in supporting today's contestants and contest officials in a positive manner. Offensive and unsportsmanlike language or conduct will not be tolerated and may serve as grounds for removal. Please respect our student athletes, coaches, officials, and game administration with your cooperation to promote a safe, positive game environment. Thank you. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Kennett Blue Demons. Number 1, Lakai Frazier. Number 10, Quinn Simmons. Number 14, Sarah Mullen. Number 24, Ellie Harper. And number 25, Bianca Commando. And now, if you are able, please stand and honor our nation's flag with the playing of the national anthem.
Give me time, give me time, give me time, I need time. It just gonna just give me 2 seconds.
All right. The starting lineups are red. Here we go. Tonight's senior night matchup between the Kennett Blue Demons and the Oxford Hornets. What do you think, Henry?
I think we better walk away and get the win. Let's just keep our defense strong and really open up the gaps in the
Just got to
defense.
buckle down and go to work, huh?
Yep, just like that.
All right. The fans are into it. They're pumped. I'm pumped. Everyone's pumped. Here we go. It'll be Patterson to take the tip. And she'll get it to Klein. Klein brings it up the court. Klein trying to make some moves with the dribble. Over to Patterson. Patterson to Eshelman. To Brooks. Brooks back to Klein. Ferrario sets a screen. Klein finds Eshelman. Eshelman over to Ferrario. Ferrario driving for the basket. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Gets it to Klein. Klein driving for the basket. Over to Patterson. Patterson fakes the shot. Goes inside and misses the layup. But there will be a foul.
Tough foul right there.
All right, it'll be Frazier to inbound. Frazier inbounds to Harper. Harper finds Frazier again. Frazier finds number 14. That's Sarah Mullen. Mullen to Harper to Frazier. Frazier down low to Commanda. Commanda over to Simmons. Simmons back to Frazier. Frazier surveying the floor, trying to find something. She's going to find Ellie Harper. Harper brings it up back to Frazier. Frazier finds Simmons, but it'll be out of bounds. And Kennett will retain possession here. Frazier finds Commanda. Commanda puts the layup, but misses it. A scrum for the ball, and we're going to get a whistle from the official here. Kennett is going to retain possession again. Frazier looking to inbound. She's going to find Harper. Harper bringing it around. Finds Simmons. Simmons back to Harper. Brooks covering Harper. Klein on Frazier. Back to Harper. Over to Simmons. But it's picked off here by Kaya Patterson, but we're going to get a travel call from the official, and it'll be Kennett's ball right again.
Tough break for the Hornets. Trying to get something going, but didn't work out.
There'll be plenty of chances this game. Frazier looking to inbound the ball. She's going to find Mullen, who puts up a shot off the bucket. Here's Patterson bringing it up. Patterson, Euros, tries to get the layup to go. Can't get it to go. Simmons over to Harper. Harper back to Simmons. Simmons back to Harper. And over to Simmons again. And back to Harper again. This is the longest game of pass and catch we've seen, folks, as it's been Harper to Simmons. We're going to see Oxford get the ball. Patterson surveying the floor. Patterson, top of the key. Over to Klein. Klein puts up the three. And Eshelman with the rebound. Eshelman puts a layup up, and it's good for the first points tonight for both teams.
Really good passing there from Oxford. Able to open up the gaps and exploit it.
The ball. Frazier finds Simmons. Simmons puts a three up and gets it to go. Inbound to Klein. Klein bringing it up the midcourt. Covered by Simmons. Eshelman sets a screen over to Patterson. Patterson to put up the three and gets it to go from the trifecta. Frazier bringing up the court. Brooks and Patterson in press. Over to Simmons. Simmons finds Harper. Harper over to Frazier again. Frazier over to Simmons and over to Commanda, who puts it up and can't get it to go, but rebounded by Mullen. Mullen over to Harper. Frazier's going to put the three up, and it won't go, and that's a rebound from Patterson. Patterson tries to find Ferrario, but it's a scrum for the ball. It looks like we'll get a jump ball here. The possession arrow indicates that Oxford will retain possession here. Inbound to Klein. Klein calling for the play. Cross looks like she's going to drive, but drops back, fakes the shot over to Patterson. Patterson fakes a shot, drives in, tries to get back to Klein, but it's intercepted by Simmons. Simmons over to Frazier. Oh, but intercepted by Patterson on the steal here. Over to Klein. Klein on a fast break, puts up the lay, gets the rebound. But we're going to get a travel on Oxford.
A lot of physicality here in those last two plays.
Klein gets a little tripped up here, and they call the travel. Brooks at midcourt looking to press on Harper. Harper over to Frazier. Frazier covered by Klein. Frazier back to Harper. Down to Commanda. Commanda tries to find Simmons, who tries to get the shot up, but it ends up being Mullen. Klein bringing it up court. Tries to find Ferrario, but Ferrario's not looking. Harper to inbound. Over to Frazier. Frazier will bring it up the court. Ferrario covering Harper. Harper finds Simmons. Down to Mullen, but picked off by Ferrario, and we're going to get a foul on Commanda. Inbound to Klein. Klein looking to bring it up. Set screen by Eshelman. Down to Patterson. Patterson loses control, and it's out of bounds. Hornets are trying to play press here. They'll get it into Simmons, who will bring it up the court. Brooks giving chase. Eshelman picks up Simmons. Down to Commanda. Over to Frazier. Frazier's going to charge. It's going to be a three from Simmons.
Passing between Quinn
Going to
Simmons
get
and Ellie Harper.
another foul, it looks like, on Ferrario.
Nice. Rebound, baby.
Frazier to inbound. Finds Simmons. Simmons will put another three up, and that one will go.
Quinn Simmons and Ellie Harper have had a lot of passes between each other, most from Kennett, and it's showing off with the shots they're able to put up.
Indeed. Klein goes for a spin, trying to get the layup up, but they might get a shooting foul here. That foul will go on Frazier, and Klein will shoot two. No good for the first one. Klein misses both. It'll be Frazier bringing it up. Kennett trying to play a quick transition offense here. They find that'll be Harper for three. Kennett's range is killing him right now.
Yes, it really is. You're able to get some good three.
Over to Patterson. Patterson is trying to find someone. Finds Ferrario. Ferrario puts up a three. Can't get it to go, but rebound by Patterson. Patterson will be fouled.
Good passing from Oxford on that drive, able to lead to the shooting foul.
The foul will go on number 25, Bianca Commanda. And Patterson will shoot two from the charity stripe. She'll get the first one to go. and she'll get both to go. She's 2 for 2 tonight. They find Simmons, who's going to bring up the ball, and Patterson tips it over to Klein. Klein with the steal. Over to Patterson on a fast break, puts it up and gets it to go. And just like that, it's a game again, folks. Frazier's going to find Commanda. Commanda loses control of the ball, and it's a scrum. I think Brooks has it. We're going to get jump off from the officials.
Hornet steals have been really good for them.
We're going to see a substitution for Commanda. That is number 21, Mackenzie Kelly.
Triangle.
And Harper will bring the ball up. Brooks trying to press. They try to run trap here. They find Mullen. Over to Harper. Harper for 3. Nope. And Ferrario gets a steal off of Frazier. And she'll find Patterson, who will bring it up the floor. Eshelman sets a hard screen there. Patterson down to Eshelman. Eshelman trying to find a shot. Can't get one to go. And they're going to have Harper bring up the ball. Simmons looking for someone. Finds Harper again. Over to Frazier. And intercepted by Patterson. And she's fouled. It'll be a hard foul on number 10. That was Quinn Simmons. And just like that, Kennett has 4 fouls tonight in this first quarter. Inbound to Klein. Klein calls the play. Klein puts up a quick 3, and it will not hit the rim, just off by a couple inches. We're going to see another press defense here from Oxford. Patterson's going to cover Frazier on the inbound. Frazier is going to try and find, that's Harper. Harper back to Frazier, but stolen by Brooks. Brooks finds Ferrario for the midi, and Ferrario gets it to go with a swish. And just like that, we're tied 11-11. Simmons is going to find Frazier. Frazier in a trap here. They're going to find Simmons again. Back to Frazier. Frazier finds Harper. Harper looking for a play here. Simmons back to Harper. Over to Frazier. Frazier down low to Kelly, but that's just off the mark, and Eshelman picks it off. Patterson finding Klein. Klein puts up a 3, and it won't go. And they're going to try and put a quick shot up, but there's going to be a foul. Stay on the court. 2. That foul will go on number 2, Simone Brooks. Frazier will shoot 2. First one's up and good. Oh, my apologies. She's going to shoot 3 from the line here for her final attempt. It's up, and it's off the mark. The crowd letting Kennett hear it on these charity stripe attempts.
Good start for Oxford. They're able to keep the game really close. Their steals have been a very good part of their game.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a slow coming out of this quarter, but they picked it up, changed a couple strategies around.
Yeah, Kennett have been really good at exploiting the open space and getting it out to the top to get the easy 3 shots out. But then there's Hornets who are able to really get the steals and then drive it in for the easy 2s.
Yeah. Kennett was killing them from mid-range earlier, but
Yeah.
Oxford's adjusted to avoid as many mid-range shots going through. And 30 seconds before we will start the second quarter here, both teams hold both their timeouts. all of their timeouts. All right, here we go, folks, for the second quarter. Same roster out here for Oxford, as we will see the lineup from the end of the first quarter come back out for Kennett as well. No substitutions made. Ferrario will inbound to Klein. Klein surveying the floor. Gonna find Patterson. Patterson looking for somebody. Ends up taking just a quick dribble over to Ferrario. Patterson sets a screen. Finds Patterson again. Who's gonna find Eshelman. Who's gonna head back to the point. Eshelman swings it over to Patterson, who will swing it to Ferrario. Ferrario for three. Just a little too much power there on that shot. Kennett's going to bring it up. Stay up to the rally. Frazier is going to shoot it down low to Kelly, who's going to find Simmons. Back to Frazier, over to Harper. Harper's going to swing it to Mullen, who's going to fire it back to Harper, who's going to send it to Frazier. Three from Simmons off the mark, and the lay by Mullen gets the points here. Brooks sends it to Patterson. Patterson puts up a three and bangs home from the trifecta. Frazier looking for a passing lane, finds Harper, who's going to fire it back to Frazier. Frazier looking down low possibly. Over to Harper, who's going to swing it back to Frazier, who's going to swing it over to Simmons, down low to Kelly. Kelly's going to find Mullen, and it's stolen by Ferrario. Klein will bring it up. Klein will put up the midi and can't get it to go. It'll be out of bounds, and Oxford will retain possession. And it looks like Oxford will take a 30-second timeout.
Hornets have looking like they're really adjusting to the open space, and they're able to close in on Kennett's offense.
Yeah. Hornets showing life here as they
Close game.
they've been keeping it close.
Back and forth possession.
This is a Hornets team that was decimated by injuries most of the season, injuries or illness, but has managed to get back to full strength tonight.
It's really showing for them.
I understand Klein was nursing something with her ankle, but it seems like she has been able to work around that. And same squad out here for Oxford and as well for Kennett. Patterson will inbound the ball. She's going to find Brooks, who's going to swing to Ferrario, who's got Klein open on the perimeter, who's going to send it down to Patterson. Brooks puts up a three. Can't get it to go, but rebound by Eshelman. Eshelman is fouled. Foul is on Quinn Simmons, number 10. And substitution here for Kennett is number 15, Ari Peterson, coming in for number 24, Ellie Harper. Patterson looking to inbound. Finds Klein, who's going to swing out to Ferrario real quick. Down to Patterson. Over to Klein. Klein put up the midi. And she gets it to go. And Oxford takes its first lead of the night. And Brooks steals the ball. And it's a foul on Frazier.
Oxford really pressing them in their ends. And it really showed as they were able to get the easy steal and get the draw the shooting foul.
Brooks will shoot two. Brooks is the only one in the starting lineup tonight that is not a senior, but she has been a 3-year starter so far. She misses her first attempt, going for number 2 here, and she gets it to go. And Oxford scrambling to defend really quickly. They find Simmons. Simmons going to bring it up to Kelly. Kelly's going to find Frazier, who's smothered by Ferrario, over to Mullen, who shoots a three and gets it to go. And it is tied again. All right. Yes, tied again. Klein going to charge inside. Going to find Brooks. Brooks trying to find somebody. Finds Patterson. Patterson over to Eshelman. Back to Klein. Klein looking to find something. Patterson. Back to Klein, who's going to send it down low to Patterson, who's tripped up on the play, but still managed to keep possession. Klein puts up a midi, but it's blocked by Simmons. We're going to see a substitution here for Kennett. That's Bianca Commanda coming back in for Mackenzie Kelly. Patterson looking to inbound the ball. Finds Klein open at the perimeter over to Ferrario, who's able to sidestep in, puts up the mid-ranger, hits off the backboard, finds Eshelman on the rebound, and she puts it up from about 14. Frazier bringing it up, finds. That's Peterson, it's out of bounds for Kennett here.
Oxford really finding their groove. They're able to apply pressure and draw the easy steals and the out of bounds.
We're going to see a substitution here for Oxford. Number 15, Jasmine McCallop will come in for Patterson. Klein will bring it up. Screened by Eshelman, and Klein will find Ferrario. Ferrario trying to drive forward, finds Eshelman. Eshelman open at the perimeter here. Ferrario is going to shoot a three. Can't get it to go. And Oxford will retain possession on the out-of-bounds ball. Kate looking to send it in for the Hornets here. Is going to find Ferrario in the corner. Over to Eshelman. Over to McCallop. McCallop trying to find somebody. She's going to send it to Ferrario, who's going to send it back to Brooks, who's going to put up a three. Just a little too much on that three. And we're going to see a foul here. That'll be on Eshelman. We're going to see another sub as Patterson will come right back in for McCallop. Oxford leading 19-17. Frazier inbounds to Simmons. Back to Frazier, who's going to get it poked free by Ferrario, but manages to retain possession here. Simmons will bring it up. Able to get around Simone Brooks. And puts up the lay.
Really good drive there. Able to switch the ball to around.
We're going to get a whistle here. It'll be a timeout on Kennett. It'll be a full timeout. They will use their first timeout of the night.
Very close game here. Hornets are able to apply a lot of pressure. It really shows how much they adjusted after that first quarter. Much less open space, and they're able to easily cover the threes.
I agree. Now, both teams will discuss their strategy here, as it'll be interesting to see who comes out swinging out of this timeout.
Yeah, every timeout, we've definitely seen an improvement from both teams. So expect a better game.
Both teams have been keeping a steady rotation about the same players all night, with Oxford only making one sub all night so far.
It looks to be working out. None of the players look very tired, and let's look forward to some more basketball.
Yeah. Oxford, of course, has probably one of the smallest teams in the league in terms of stature and roster size.
Definitely.
But they make it work.
Definitely. To be able to put up a good fight against a team of this caliber and depth, amazing.
And Patterson will inbound to Klein, and here we go. Klein, looks like they're trying to set up a trap defense here. Finds Ferrario. Over to Eshelman, who's going to find Klein, who's going to send down to Patterson. Back to Ferrario, who will shoot a three. And she has not been able to get much going tonight from the three-point line. Frazier looking for someone, finds Harper, who's going to fire down to Simmons. Back to Harper. Back to Simmons. Back to Harper. and sails a pass over Frazier. Oxford will gain possession.
Put too much on that pass, but
Or my apologies, Kennett will gain or retain possession here. It looks like Ferrario may have gotten a hand on that ball. Brooks defending Harper. Frazier down to Commanda. Commanda over to Simmons, who puts up a three. Just a little short here. Rebound by Mullen, who's going to find Harper over to Simmons. All right, Mullen with the ball finds Harper over to Frazier, down back to Mullen, over to Frazier, who put up a three, can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Patterson. Ferrario will bring it up the left court. Eshelman inside the arc, trying to find Klein, who will find Patterson, who will shoot a three. Ka-ching!
really good passing there by Oxford, able to get it to the top for her.
Brooks on Harper. Harper trying to get an ISO here. Frazier back to Harper. Harper will find Frazier. Brooks trying to cover Commanda, can't exactly get there, and it'll be a three from Mullen, who will miss. And Klein's bringing up the court, and she's bringing it up fast. And we'll get an out of bounds, and Kennett will gain possession.
Physicality of both teams really coming up. Both teams are applying a lot more pressure, and we're seeing a lot more.
Yeah, well, these
tips.
teams have a storied history here. All of Kennett versus Oxford has a pretty storied history here. All right, Simmons will bring up the ball. Simmons looking to find it, and she finds Mullen, who's fouled. All right, Mullen will shoot two. And the first one will not go. And gets the second one to go here. Ferrario, quick inbound to Patterson. Swings it over to Klein, who tries to bounce to Ferrario. Manages to get it there. Klein can't quite come up with it cleanly. And Kennett is able to get back on defense. Patterson will Euro, but can't get the layup to go. She was sandwiched between two defenders. Frazier, who is tripped up on the play. The foul will go on Simone Brooks, number 2.
Hornets applying a lot of pressure in their offensive end on the throw-ins, and it's really showing. But when it gets past them, they got to hustle back, and it led to the foul.
Yep. Frazier gets the ball, tries to put up a quick lay, can't get it, and Klein will get the rebound. Klein's going to try and get around on a fast break here. And she gets it to go for the lay, and Oxford has a 4-point lead. Here we've got about a minute 15 left to go. Frazier will swing it down to Commanda, who will try to find Mullen, but Candace Ferrario is able to pick off the pass. Ferrario will bring it up slow. She's going to cross around, and we're going to get a foul. That'll go on Sarah Mullen.
Kennett are losing control of this game.
Ferrario finds Klein. Klein back to the point. Klein surveying the court. Able to get across. Tries to get around Simmons here. And she gets it to go. A beautiful play by Kate Klein for the layup. Patterson covering Mullen. Swings to Frazier. Brooks will be on Simmons here. And Patterson tried to pick off the pass. Can't quite. And it'll be a mid-ranger, and it won't go. Rebound cut by Commanda, who puts up the layup. Patterson finds Klein. Klein trying to bring it up quick. finds Ferrario. Ferrario finds Patterson. Patterson for three. Oh, and it's so close for the long range, but Brooks get it back and can't quite get the last minute shot to go. And just like that, folks, we will be heading to halftime.
Very good,
Henry, any thoughts?
very good game for both teams. In that last few minutes of the second quarter, Kennett really looked to lose control of the game. At the start, they were really sharp, and you could easily say that they had a lot of control. But then Hornets were able to come back and adjust during every single timeout, and it really is showing.
All right, with that being said, we will go to halftime here. We will see you all for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, fans, to senior night here at Oxford, where the Hornets are taking on the Blue Demons. Hornets 20, Blue Demons 22. Henry, what are we looking forward to in the second half?
Well, as we said before, both teams have really ramped up the intensity, and it really is showing. Hornets have been able to come back easy, 26-22. So, Chase, off to you.
Alrighty. Frazier will inbound the ball here for the Blue Demons, and she's going to send it over to Harper, who's going to find Mullen. Over to Harper, down to Frazier. Frazier back to Simmons, down to Commanda, but it's intercepted by Brooks and Klein. And Blue Demons are able to avoid the danger here and get the ball back pretty quick. Ferrario is going to cover Frazier. They send it to Simmons, who will put up a three, and she'll get it to go. Klein at the point. Back down to Patterson. Patterson 4-3. Can't get it to go. But Klein's going to fight for the ball here, and we're going to get a jump ball here. Possession arrow will give the ball back to the Hornets. Patterson finds Brooks, who's going to send it over to Ferrario. Back to Klein. Klein sends down to Patterson, but it goes ricocheting back to Klein. And now to Patterson, to Ferrario, down to Eshelman, over to Brooks. Over to Ferrario. Swings it to Klein. Fires over to Ferrario, back to Klein. Brooks trying to find an open pass, finds Ferrario. Klein fakes the shot, trying to charge the net, but can't get the ball to stay in possession here. And Patterson with a beautiful block, but she stepped out of bounds on the rebound.
Hornets have been able to easily read these passes, and it really is helping them their cause a lot.
All right, Frazier. It's off of Brooks, and Brooks gets the ball back. Brooks on a fast break here. Puts up the layup, and it's good for Oxford. Kennett trying to run it up quick. But the Hornets' standard conditioning here has been able to keep them in it so far. Frazier, covered by Brooks. Over to Harper, back to Frazier. Frazier will put up a three, and it rim rocks right out. Ferrario with the rebound over to Patterson. Patterson will bring it up the court. And will just charge right for the lay, and the and one just rolls out. The foul will go on number 25, Bianca Commanda, and Patterson will shoot for two. First one's good for Patterson. She is 3 for 3 tonight?
Yes, pretty sure.
And I shouldn't have said anything. I jinxed her.
Ooh,
That is my apologies, Kaya.
tough break.
Speaking of Patterson, she's covering Frazier. And Brooks is able to get a steal. Brooks on a fast break. She's on a breakaway and just rolls out the layup. But Patterson with the rebound puts it back up. And Oxford's lead is climbing. Harper's going to find Simmons, who's wide open for the three. And it rolls right out the back of the rim. Klein bringing it up. Klein peels out of there and goes to Patterson. Patterson over to Ferrario. Ferrario is going to charge, and we're going to pick up a foul here.
You gotta play it going tight.
The
Ross
foul will
really
go
have
on number
reversed here on
15,
defense.
Ari Peterson. Or, you say 15 or 14? 14. Sarah Mullen, my apologies. And we will see a sub here for the Blue Demons. It is number 11, Mara Keich. And Klein puts up a three, and she's fouled on the three. Klein will shoot 3 at the charity stripe after being fouled by Ellie Harper. And the first one's good. Klein's second one is good as well. And the chance for the 3-point play here. And that one will roll out of the rim. Harper is hard pressed by Kaya Patterson, who we're going to see a timeout for Kennett. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
The Hornets have really gone full throttle against the Blue Demons so far.
They have been turning up the ante here as they have pulled away here with an 8-point lead, the largest lead tonight for either team.
It really is showing to their ability to pass the ball. And again, saying it all night, their steals. The steals have been driving their game. They're able to easily get the layups, and it really is helping them.
All right, with 4:50 left here in the third quarter, it'll be Blue Demons to inbound. Harper is going to bring it across midcourt for the Blue Demons. She's going to find Simmons. Simmons at the point finds Harper, who's going to send it right back to Simmons. The Hornets defense refusing to give a lane here, and it rolls right out here for Keich. Eshelman can't quite get a hold of it. Back to Patterson, who's going to find Klein.
Hey, let's go ball pressure. Get up and guard her.
Klein heading back to the logo here. She's going to go off a screen for a 3. Can't get it to go.
Yes. With the top.
They're going to find Simmons over to Harper at the top of the key. All right. Simmons sends it down to Keich, who will send it back to Harper, who's going to try and find Mullen, but she can't hold on to the ball. And Fraser will check in for Commanda. Fraser will find Mullen for 3, and it's off the mark. And it'll be out of bounds, and Oxford will gain possession of the ball. Eshelman to Ferrario. Ferrario sends it to Patterson. Patterson finds Ferrario again. Down to Eshelman. Eshelman sends it out to Klein for 3. Oh, and it's just off the mark again. The Hornets have been very hit or miss from the perimeter tonight, but when they do need it, they're able to get it.
Very good. Yeah, as you said, in the paint they're doing phenomenal, but yep, outside it's
As Harper will
tough
miss
for
a
them.
3. Eshelman over to Patterson, over to Klein, who's going to bring it across midcourt. Never mind, she sends to Patterson, down to Ferrario. Back to Patterson, back to Ferrario, who shoots a 3, and there she is! She finally connects from 3! And the 3 is off the mark for the Kennett Blue Demons here. Patterson looking to find a shot. Patterson for 3!
Here.
Mullen over to Simmons. Simmons for three. Just short of the marker. And a foul. The foul will go on Eshelman for the Hornets. And Frazier will shoot two.
Yeah, when we. She has. Yes, take her. No.
And we'll see substitutions as Mackenzie Kelly will come back or come in for Mara Kaich, and we will see the first minutes of the night for Kendra Rivera coming in for Jordan Eshelman.
Chaplain.
Frazier is able to connect on the second one. Patterson and Ferrario playing a game of catch here. Patterson's able to get in front of the steal attempt. Ferrario over to Klein. Klein going in for the mid-ranger, and she's fouled. And the foul will go on, that looks like Frazier. Klein will shoot for two. First one just short of the rim. And she'll shoot her second one. And that one connects through. Frazier will find Simmons. Simmons will bring it across midcourt for the Demons. Down to Kelly, over to Mullen, over to Simmons, who's able to get the three to go.
Passing.
And that'll
there.
end Oxford's point run here. And some quick zigzag passes down the court as Ferrario will shoot a three. Oh, and it rolls right out of the rim. That's unlucky. Frazier finds Mullen over to, that looks like Harper. Frazier at the perimeter sends down to Kelly. Kelly over to Mullen. Mullen out to Harper. Harper trying to find something, but can't seem to playmake her way out of it. Frazier for three, and it's off kilter. And we will see out of bounds.
Passing.
And Eshelman will sub back in for Rivera.
Passing from both teams for these last two possessions has been phenomenal.
Some very quick, very precise passes from both teams. I agree. And we will get a shooting foul here. And that'll be on Eshelman. Kelly will shoot for two. First one goes. She'll shoot another one. Oh, and we will see another substitution as Rivera will once again come in for Eshelman. And it looks like Ferrario will slide down to the power forward spot. And Kelly gets both of them to go. Inbound to Patterson. To Ferrario. Finds Patterson again. Back to Ferrario. And we might see the same play as earlier, folks. And we will get a timeout for Oxford. It will be a full timeout.
Oxford's style of play has really transitioned. They went from really tight defense, really forcing the ball out of their possession or out of the Blue Demons' possession. And now we're seeing more passing based, and they're really able to get it around the court.
Looks to me like they're running that 7 seconds offense.
Yeah,
You know, the quick transitions, quick passes, put the shot up, get back down, and do it all over again.
looking very much like that.
It is once again a close game, though, as it's only a 6-point game, and it's really anybody's game here. Both teams have gotten hot at the right time.
Yeah,
We'll
both
be excited
teams.
to see what happens.
Both teams. The lead is it's fluctuating a lot. Both teams are really adjusting to each team's style of play.
You know what I'd like to acknowledge here? I'd like to acknowledge the tough hard down low play that we've seen from Jordan Eshelman. She has been getting board after board, and she may have picked up a couple fouls, but it's because she's just playing tough, gritty, down low basketball.
100% agree.
I said it earlier in the season, you don't get good basketball teams without a gritty, down court, power forward, or center. As we will inbound to Klein here. Klein looking down the court. She's going to go for the screen behind Patterson and Ferrario, and she's going to get fouled here by Mullen. As we will see Klein shoot two, as Oxford will enter the bonus here.
Sure. If I'm fast, get the guards on me.
Klein gets the first one to go, and she'll shoot her second one. And the second one rolls right off the front of the rim, and it'll be out of bounds. And Kennett will claim possession here.
Now we're good. Look at this. Watch it.
As Simmons will bring it up for Kennett. She's trying to find a lane, and she can't, as there are three Hornets defenders, and Frazier will put up a quick shot, and it won't go. It was on time. It just did not connect with the basket. We are down 3 quarters here, and it is still a very, very close game.
The Blue Devils really, their style of play, it seems that in those last few minutes of each quarter, it really ramps up, but they're slow to start. But once they start picking up, it's fun to watch. And the Hornets, they always seem to get that perfect response, which is why they're leading by 7.
It looks to be act and react basketball here. One team starts getting hot, the other one responds, and it's been back and forth all night.
That type of game leads to the most fun ones to watch.
Especially for your senior night. I know the seniors are really happy with this performance so far. It's their last game. They're playing tough, gritty basketball. They're playing Oxford basketball, as some would put it.
Yep, I'm sure the spectators are watching are enjoying it just as much as the players themselves.
Yeah, it seems to be almost a packed court here. I'm not seeing many open areas on the bleacher.
Yeah.
Maybe over there on that right side, but
Yeah.
all right, here we go. We'll start the fourth and final quarter. Both teams hold 3 timeouts. Oxford leads by 7, 38-31 here. And I believe Kennett will take possession to start this quarter. Frazier will inbound it here for the Demons. And Harper will bring it up. Harper finds Frazier, down low to Mullen, who had an open shot, but it closed really quickly. Frazier finding a pass. Gets it over to Simmons, back to Frazier, over to Harper. And a fake shot, but it's really a pass here. Commanda finds Frazier, and they're going to kick it out to Harper, who's going to swing it over to Simmons, who will find Frazier. Down to Mullen. Mullen to Frazier. Frazier will shoot the 3, and she gets it to go. Oxford Lee has been cut down to 4. All right. We will see Simmons find Frazier. Frazier back to Simmons. Simmons down to Frazier again. Frazier for 3. Can't connect. Klein gets the rebound. Klein taking it up slow, allowing her offense to get down there with her. They'll find Brooks in the corner, down to Eshelman. Eshelman tries to play a tough layup there. Can't quite, but there is a foul. And the foul will go on Eshelman again. Like we said before, tough, gritty center. Sometimes you're going to pick up a foul or two.
The level of scoring, I'm okay with it.
Frazier will find Simmons, back to Frazier. Frazier to Harper, back over to Frazier. And Harper will shoot and can't get it to go. Another one of those rim rocker threes that we've seen all night from both teams. Oh, and a sturdy ankle breaker from Klein, who gets it down low, and they can't capitalize on the points. That was an amazing play by Klein. Just could not finish. And we will pick up a foul here. It'll be an offensive foul on Frazier as Klein is able to take that charge with textbook precision.
When you got little.
We're going to see a sub here as Rivera will again come in for Eshelman. Ferrario trying to find Klein for the inbound. Back to Ferrario. Over to Klein again. And here we go again with a zigzag pass routine. All right, Patterson trying to find some. Finds Klein on the behind handoff. And Patterson able to quickly get it out to Brooks, who overshoots it just by a couple inches. And we will pick up a travel here. They'll call Harper for the travel.
Thunder!
Ferrario finds Patterson. Over to Ferrario. Ferrario swings it out to Klein. Down to Patterson. Back out to Klein to Brooks here. Brooks surveying, trying to find a pass to make. Might take it up herself. Finds Klein wide open from three. Oh, and it's off the mark.
One. I'll back. Yeah, two.
Inbound by Frazier over to Mullen. Mullen cross court to Harper, who hands it off to Frazier. Frazier finds Simmons down low. Over to Commanda. Over to Mullen. Out to Harper. Nothing. And Ferrario with a rebound. Klein trying to open up a breakaway here.
Go, pick up. Pick up, pick up. Take it away.
It'll be a screen by Klein. Klein has Brooks down in the corner and looks like they might come up and try to set some screens here. And Klein loses the ball but gains it back. Over to Ferrario, who shoots a three. Oh, and it rolls off the rim. Harper brings it across midcourt, down or over to Commanda. Down in the corner to Frazier. Harper trying to find someone, finds Frazier. Down to Mullen. Frazier in the corner to Simmons, who can't get it to go, and Ferrario gets tripped up there a little bit. Looks like she took a little bit of a stumble. And another three from Simmons rolls right around the rim.
Pick up your player.
3 minutes and 45 seconds to go here, but we're going to get a timeout for Oxford. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
As we were saying earlier, Oxford, like their roster, very short compared to the Kennett one, but where they lack the physicality or amount of players, they are making up for the speed of play. I mean, you see it from their high defense. It's really up there. If the ball gets by them, I mean, you blink and all five are down defending.
Oxford really had to hammer home their conditioning to be able to play with 9 players, and I've noticed that Kennett has not really used their bench too much. They've only made about 3 subs.
Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes and 45 seconds here to go. Eshelman is checked back in for the Hornets.
Let's see the Oxford
inbounded
defense.
by Patterson.
Hopefully the Oxford defense can hold on to this lead of 4.
Yeah, it's a close game here with 3 minutes left to go. Eshelman out to Brooks, over to Patterson, down to Eshelman, finds a cutting Kate Klein, who is fouled by Bianca Commanda.
Oxford really drawing these fouls, and it's really helping them.
The call is officially a blocking foul.
Step for Sarah Normal after the first. After she shoots. See the show.
Klein gets her first shot attempt to go. And you can't stress how important these free throws are. As it is a very close game, you need all the points you can get here, Henry.
Yeah. I mean, Kennett's three.
We're going to see a jump ball here. And according to the possession arrow, Oxford regains possession.
Kennett's
They're-
3 points are very good, so they really need to hold on to this lead of 6.
No doubt Oxford looking to get quick turnovers here to try and get more points up on the board so that maybe they can sit a little more comfortably towards the end of this quarter.
Watch out.
Klein at the top, down to Brooks. Over to Patterson, swings back to Klein, down low to Eshelman, who's going to find Patterson again. To Ferrario. Ferrario off of Patterson, and they're going to scrum for the ball here. And Kennett will gain possession.
No. My far.
Frazier in the corner to Mullen. Frazier open for 3. It is off the mark. Patterson to Klein. Klein at the logo. Over to Ferrario. Back to Klein. Patterson looking for somebody. It'll be returned to sender as Klein will get it back.
Wait. Right. Oh, every time.
Oh, and they're going to call Klein for a push-off here.
That's right.
And substitution on the floor as Sarah Mullen will come out and Mara Keich will go in.
Break one.
Frazier on the inbound.
Flash.
Ferrario trying to play smothering coverage here. They find that's Simmons. Over to Harper. Harper loses control, and it's out of bounds on Kennett. Substitution as Mullen will come back in for Commanda.
Bullet just 12.
Klein over to Ferrario. Ferrario over to Klein. Eshelman sets a hard pick, and she's cutting down to the basket. But Brooks gets the pass, and they will call out of bounds. Oxford will retain possession, and Commanda will come back in for Mara Keich.
Up over.
Klein driving for the basket. Oh, she can't get the pass to go. She was tied up there by Harper on a great defensive play. They're going to find Mullen. Mullen tries to find Frazier. Frazier in trouble. Brooks with a steal. Brooks is on a breakaway. On the fast break. Oh, and can't get it to go as great hustle there by Kennett. And we're going to get a timeout called. It'll be a full timeout for Kennett.
Both teams have started playing way more defensively. I mean, you saw them. Kennett, beginning of the game, they were really open, creating a lot of chances. High risk, high reward, playing super far up. But as both teams have moved into this fourth quarter, you see a lot more defensive-based basketball.
Yeah, Kennett really trying to open up the scoring here as they are down by 6. Oxford trying to keep the defense locked down, shutting down passing lanes, shutting down shots, and disrupting really all of Kennett's plays.
Yep, you're seeing some good passes from Oxford. They're creating it. They just can't get it through that hoop. But no doubt we'll see a lot more scoring from Oxford. A lot of chances. Bet they'll score again.
All right, 15 seconds to go here in Kennett's timeout. Keep you updated on the score here. Both teams have 2 fouls. They hold 2 timeouts still. Oxford leads by 6. We've got 1:40 left here in the 4th quarter. This is where real legends are made. The 4th quarter, the final 2 minutes.
Man,
Simmons looking to bring it up here for the Demons. Loses track of the ball, but is able to get it back. Frazier crosses the court. Smothered by Patterson, who's going to try and go for the jump ball. And Oxford's going to gain possession on the jump ball here. We should see a foul shaving game here at this point from Kennett as they're trying to get the ball back as soon as possible. Eshelman finds Patterson. Patterson at the logo going down low. Never mind, she's going to send it to Eshelman. Eshelman looking, fighting off the defender. But Kennett is able to regain possession. And we are going to see a timeout on Kennett. And it'll be a full timeout for Kennett. As with 56 seconds here left, folks. It's still tight. It's still within reach.
yeah, you see these teams are really not separated, very close. They keep whenever one team steals, the other team steals it right back, and that's why we're seeing no scoring. But no doubt, again, we'll see more scoring to come. Both teams are fouling a lot more. Probably heading to bonus sometime. As Kennett, again, like you said, Chase, they're really trying to win that ball back and make it an even game.
I think they'll try and take their chances with here with some of the shooters.
Yep.
And we'll get 15 seconds left here in the full timeout for Kennett. But the team is already back out on the court. Looks like they've discussed their strategy. It'll be interesting to see what they do. All right. Oxford coming back out. No substitutions on the floor. We're going to probably see the same lineups for this last minute here. And the Oxford fans are going wild. They know what this game could mean. Trap defense here. Harper finds Frazier. Frazier is getting trapped. And she steps out of bounds. Kennett turns the ball over here with 44 seconds left to go. And we're going to see a foul.
As we said, really.
Foul goes on Sarah Mullen.
As we said, they're really starting to.
We could see Oxford enter the bonus here soon. And down the court for Eshelman. Can't quite get it. Simmons trying to find a lane, and Commanda loses the ball. Brooks gets it back. Brooks all alone, and she gets it to go. The cheerleaders are wild. The fans are wild. I'm going a little crazy. Let's see how this last 30 seconds goes. Or, my apologies, 15 seconds. And there will be a quick foul here on Ferrario. 12 seconds left to go. Oxford leads by 5. And they are 1 away from the bonus. Finds Patterson, who is going to not get fouled. As Simmons knocks the ball down. Oxford will gain possession back here with 7 seconds left to go. My apologies, 8 seconds left to go. Ferrario. They're looking to foul, and they get the foul on Ferrario. Ferrario will go to the line and shoot 2 here in the bonus. Never mind. No, she will shoot 2 in the bonus. Some confusion over here in the booth. We get an official timeout as Mullen has fouled out. They're going to send in number 43. That is Sierra Gately. Ferrario will shoot 2 here. 5 seconds left in the game. And she's going to miss the first one. And we're going to see a mass substitution here for the Hornets as McAuliffe will come in for Klein, Rivera for Patterson, and Van Wagner for Eshelman. And the seniors will celebrate. And Mulholland will come in for Ferrario. And that is it for your seniors, folks. Their final game in the maroon and white. And it's going to go down as a win. What a storybook night here, Henry. What a way to end a high school career for these 4 seniors.
Amazing win. From the start, it was slightly shaky, but the Hornets, after every timeout, after every quarter, excuse me, after halftime, every single time they upped their intensity, and that is why they came away with 43-37.
They wanted it real bad, Henry. And you can see it as we'll probably see the tears start flying here soon. It's always emotional. Your senior night, your final home game.
Thank you.
And it should be a fun night of partying. Alrighty, folks. Well, the score is Oxford 43, Kennett 37. I'm Chase Adams. I'm here with my broadcast partner, Henry Sleesman. And with that, we say thank you and good night.
Good night, folks.